Hello again, YouTube. This is the Truth Man giving you the truth without all the triggers, all the fancy thumbnails. I'm trying to get better though. Just giving you this truth. On this one, I want to talk about Noah, and I want to go off something that I heard on Phil Scott's channel as I was reading the comments. Gave me the inspiration for this video. So, the reason why I want to talk about Noah is because a lot of us need to be like Noah. So, the Messiah told us, "Blessed are you when men persecute you and say all manner of evil against you." It says, "Rejoice, for great is your reward in heaven." So, on Phil Scott's video, he was talking in response to somebody telling him that they were glad they weren't his wife, so on and so forth. He said they don't see why he's so worried about what's going on with other people, so on and so forth, just to paraphrase, to sum it up. And in the comments, there was a person, I think their channel name was Give Me a Little Everything. And all these guys, they were basically, Give Me a Little Everything said that her daughter has never been alone with a man, so on and so forth. And all of these guys were coming in there saying, your daughter, you don't own your daughter. We're coming against her for keeping her daughter on the right path, so to speak. Because if your daughter is 21 and she's a virgin, she's on the right path. I think let me pull over. Wait, hold on. If your daughter is 21 and is a virgin, she's on the right path. So I'm reading the comments, and I told her, I said, I would love for my sons to meet your daughter, similar, or a woman similar to their daughter, basically, to sum up what I was saying. Because it's the same thing with their daughter that my sons is dealing with. And I could tell you firsthand, she probably doesn't have a lot of friends. She's probably, when she tells people how she lives, people probably try to treat her like she's strange, so on and so forth. But that's not the case, especially from a scriptural standpoint. Now, this world that we live in particular the United States, the majority of the people, they want everything, but they don't want to be held accountable for anything. Let me say that again. They want everything, but they don't want to be accountable for anything. The guys and the women, not just the women, the guys too. So all of these guys were in the comments arguing with this person whose channel name was Give Me a Little Everything. I don't know if they make videos or not. And I kind of was trying to come to that person's defense because, for one, I know that how they raise their daughter, that's how the Most High will want somebody to raise their daughter. Like, your daughter is supposed to save herself for marriage. And that's why I believe in arranged marriages. I believe that in my church, when I start my church again, we're going to do arranged marriages without the marriage license, with a prenuptial agreement, so on and so forth, But they were badgering her. Like, if you go on there, let me see what I'll look at it later. It's Phil Scott. Just go on Phil Scott's shorts. So they were badgering this person. I don't know if it was a man or a woman. Based on the responses, it might have been a woman. Excuse me if you were a guy, I apologize. I'm just saying, like, it wasn't that it was feminine responses. It's just the amount of responses. So I told the person, I said, if I were you, I wouldn't even entertain this conversation no more. Because I kind of came to their defense a little bit because, like, I deal with this stuff all the time. That's why I'm fighting to have my own business. You know, I got to have my own business because when you start working these jobs, you have to work with people like those people in those comments. And let's say you her daughter and all the guys hitting on you at work and you not giving them no play. Now, what's next? Act like females target her, try to get her in trouble, going back and forth. I mean, this is what you deal with jobs. That's why I have to have my own business. I have to have my own business. I mean, it's just a must. My personality, my beliefs, is just not, I don't have to say a word. The spirit that I give off is going to intimidate people. It's going to annoy people because it's the spirit of God and the whole world is in wickedness. And that's why I want to talk about Noah. The Bible says that Noah built the ark. The Bible also says that Noah was a righteous man, blameless in his generation. So me, what I endure every day, and I'm not perfect. Like, I'm righteous, but it's things that I can improve. I know from my own experience and my kids' own experience that I see what Noah had to be dealing with in his day. I could tell you exactly what it was, almost like I was there. People laughing, making jokes, not including them in their parties and their get-togethers. Always has some, always intensifying anything that he does. Like kind of like they was doing the Messiah, the Son of God, when he was here. Like they were, why don't show disciples eating? I'm washing hands. And this people get real. When people know they're evil and the light is on their evil, they get real petty. Again, that's why I am fighting not to work these jobs. And if I do work the job, I'm going to try not to say too much, but it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Somebody told me when I was in Texas, dude told me I was uptight. Keep in mind that I'm joking around, everything. I just pretty much was reserved, kept to myself. Oh, you uptight. You need to loosen up. Are you serious? Like, trust me when I tell you, these people who call people lame, it's really them that's lame. Let me give you an example. If you're a criminal, if you skipping school, if you always in trouble, always disrespecting adults, your elders, how are you not lame? Like, that's the backwards thinking of the world. And if you are no matrix person, if you not matrix, don't let them pull you in with this. Stop wanting to fit in with them. Find people like you. Find people like you and deal with those people. And that's why I told this person, I said, I would want my sons to find a daughter or a woman like your daughter. I don't want my sons getting lamps through at him. And she punched him and he got mad and jacked her up and now he in jail because she provoked him. Like, vagina is not worth jail. It's just not. It's not. I don't care how tight it is, I don't care whatever it is you like. It's not worth jail. And it's really not worth money. Unless the person is a virgin with a sound mind. Then maybe I could see. But if you got to share a woman, man, do not spend no. If you share, okay, if you do spend money on her and you sharing her and you know she in those streets, let's say you one of the pay-for-play guys. That's the only thing I could see, like, or you become a but you just triggering on these women like that one dude. Man, I don't know this dude. Ringo just did a response on, I just don't like this dude. He's a clown. Like he trying to be Derek Jackson or something. You'll never be Derek Jackson. I don't remember what his name is. Not important. You'll never be him. He's him. These guys trying to come in and try to get that social media revenue that Derrick Jackson was getting. And you could see them like, they more like, I guarantee you the guys that were in those comments were more like these panda bear type guys. They want to get their daughter, clap her, rearrange her insides, and then throw her back once they done got used to it. And that's where a lot of you dudes is wrong, man. Like, oh, okay, if she's like that, like, let's say she's like that when you get to her, then, hey, man, if that's what you do, that's what you do. But don't make nobody that's not like that, like that. That reminds me of when I was in college. Like, I had my little set of women I was dealing with and stuff like that. But it was one in particular that liked me a lot. I didn't ruin her because I noticed one day, you know, she was trying to make herself do stuff. I had to tell her, you're not ready for that. I mean, if you're not ready, save yourself for marriage. And this one, I was a totally different person. But these guys now, they too selfish to think like that. So it reminded me, this made me want to talk about Noah. And the title of this is that some of us just need to get a little colder. Just need to get a little colder. Like, you need to never cater your righteousness. Don't water down your righteousness for any of these people. Not your relatives, not your old friends, nothing. Because they're going to exclude you anyway. They don't know what you're doing. They're going to exclude you. Like, if they don't see firsthand that you living and doing what they do, they're going to exclude you anyway. They supposed to exclude you. If you like Noah and you're a righteous person especially, the world is supposed to exclude you. Don't cater to them. Don't change. You grew up in a church. Now you trying to hang in stolen cars and all this stuff. Don't do that. Stick with what you know. Because at the end of the day, these people will have you on drugs. They'll have you in jail. They'll have you dead. And if you're a virgin, they'll put the longest wing ding all the way up to your heart and then leave you. And now, can't nobody satisfy you. You done gave your virginity away. I ain't trying to be nasty. I'm just they will rock you. Like, literally, and won't marry you, won't stay with you. You'll get rocked. So, gotta be a little colder like Noah. I guarantee you, when Noah was sailing away in the ark, he was looking back at them and he probably was laughing. Because they probably was teasing him. Look at this dude. It's 80 degrees out here. He building the ark. What are you going to sell? How are you going to paddle away? They probably was taunting him like crazy. And you know the Nephilim was out there, who are the kids of the fallen ones. So you already know they were teasing the mess out of Noah. Probably just his kids, probably like, man, every time his kids walk up the street, man, get away from us, man. You a lame. In their own Bible, whatever, however they were talking. But if these people are calling you a lame, that is a compliment. The hood life, the shoot 'em up, black on black crime, all that stuff is lame. You basically, and this one dude got mad at me because I made up the term Black Klux Klan. Excuse me, I ain't violating no community guidelines. Because these dudes are lynching each other. Literally. And for what? The color of a hat. Man, come on, man. That's why I wear blue. I wear blue now. I've been wearing blue for years because come on, man. But I can imagine how they were doing Noah, and you have to become more cold. Let me give you some examples in closing. I'm going to wrap this up in like 3 minutes. If you in financial need and people weren't helping you when you were in need, and now you done arrived, man, do not help them people that could have helped you and wasn't. I don't care if it's your own mama. If she was putting your other siblings in front of you, her other grandkids in front of you, and now you done made it, do not help her. And remind her what she did. You're supposed to be a man. Listen, the devil already know what time it is with me. You can't get me to try to prove myself. If you're the son of God, command these stones will become bread. Imagine how they was doing Noah. You don't have nothing to prove to the devil or her representatives on earth. You think you doing something by not being a spiritual person, by staying away from churches, by staying away from the scripture? You are an ambassador for Satan. It's no wonder I can't depend on you for nothing. Like my relatives and my wife's relative, they not spiritual people. I'm just going to say it flat out, and I don't care if they get mad. This is how you would think by now, all the people I know in this city and all the people I'm related to and she related to, you would think that I would have a fully functioning and prosperous ministry by now. But what I'm noticing is all of these people try to fit in with each other. And it's made me colder. And that's what it means that when iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall grow cold. I call myself ice cold now. It's not that I hate people, but I don't pray for everybody. Because I believe, and here's the thing, we're going to talk about this one of these days coming. People will put negative faith on you. And matter of fact, I was supposed to, I'm going to talk about it today, later on today. But people will put negative faith on you. And they will combine their negative faith. And then you wonder like, man, what's going on? It's all these people you dealing with the wrong people. Don't tell them none of your business. Don't tell them none of your dreams. And don't ask them for nothing because they're not going to help you anyways. If they want to give you something, they could just come up to you and give it to you. Don't put them in none of your business. Rough it. Homeless, car payment due, electric, whatever. Do not put these people in your business and do not ask them for help. Y'all got to learn how to combine y'all resources in your house and be a team in your house. Keep these people out of your business. These fake friends. And let me tell you something. A real friend is not going to fall out with you over political disagreements. That's because that person wasn't fully a friend. Real friends don't fall out over political disagreement. Man, I could think of the neighborhood I grew up in. I knew a lot of dudes from other neighborhoods, stuff like that. And I ended up, when I was in my knucklehead years, I ended up joining like, kind of, you could say, a rival to the guys in my neighborhood. And the ones that I hung the closest with, they already knew what I was. But, I mean, it didn't really change nothing because back then we were really friends. Like, we really had each other back. Now, people change over time. People change over time, like the more righteous you get, sometimes the more unrighteous your friends will get. But don't you stop being righteous. You just got to realize them ain't your friends no more. They just people you knew. You don't change who you are in the Most High for these people. Those are just people that you knew. Things change. But Noah was a righteous man, blameless in his generations, the Bible says. And he was heckled and scorned, I'm pretty sure, when he built that ark. But he built it anyway. Ah, man, what you building that for? He built it anyway. And it's something you need to build anyway that people telling you not to build. And sometimes you might have to get cold on the people in your house. If you know it's something that you need to do and they trying to talk you out of it, you just probably need to go ahead and do it. So, anyway, this is the Truth Man. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. Listen, man, a lot of y'all just need to grow colder. Keep your kids away from this nonsense. If you got to move to a whole nother state, I don't care who he was friends with in kindergarten. Don't let nobody get your kids in trouble. If you start seeing your kids going the wrong way, get cold. Move away from them people. And tell your kids, if you try to come back here, and you get in trouble, you on your own. You got to get cold. You on your own. Because some of these kids will come back to the same ghetto hood, hanging with the same people and end up getting shot or going to jail. You on your own. I'm not, listen, and then to y'all parents who did all you could for your kids and they still went sour, don't worry about it. Live your life. Enjoy your life. Thanks for watching. Keep tuning in for more videos. Hit the like button. Share the content. Thanks for all the new subscribers. What was his name? Big Lebowski. I saw your comment. I appreciate the comment. And thanks for subscribing. But until later on, we're going to get into a couple videos today. Thanks for watching.